So I work for an organization that our tagline is Reimagine Reentry, which, by the way, I love. So the organization takes people that were previously incarcerated and helps them get on their feet. And last night's huddle up, I don't normally go to the huddle ups. I am not necessarily a church-going person anymore. I don't like going to church. That's a lie. I just lied. I don't like getting up to go to church. I have found when I am at an interaction in a church, at a huddle up, maybe even at a prayer meeting, I actually enjoy myself and I learn a lot. And that's how it was last night. The huddle up was fabulous. It was fabulous. It was a panel of 7 law enforcement representatives, including the district attorney of Las Vegas, Nevada, and the major in parole and this other P word that I cannot remember, and highway patrol major and a couple of other people. So, and then there was a room full of ex-cons. That's what it was. And one of the things that they talked about, and this is something that I believe in, and I learned a long time ago, as a matter of fact, when my grandmother passed away, because my grandmother was a piece of work, let me tell you. And as we were cleaning out our house, I learned this lesson, and that is, before you make any crazy snap judgments, walk a mile in someone else's shoes. And I feel that this philosophy is the perfect philosophy for build up or shut up. Because one of the things that both sides said was, and a traffic stop is a fine example of this. You, as a highway patrol officer, you pull someone over, you run their plate, you see who they are, and it tells you everything about them. How much time they did in prison, what church they go to. You know, I'm pretty sure mine told you where I worked, because that's a long story. I'll tell you another time. And so, sure enough, then the highway patrol officer walks up to the car and immediately has an attitude with the person sitting in the driver's seat. And that guy was in the audience as well. So he was like, yeah, that was my past. I'm not that person anymore. And it was really interesting to just see that, like, pan out. Yeah, of course it is. It was his past. And he's not that person anymore. He could be worse. Sure. But he could be a way lot better. Yeah, that's a word. He could be way better. And I'm like, I love the idea of erring on the side of positive. We all err on the side of negative. It's easy. It's safe. It's protective. But it's not always right. And I'm constantly having to remind myself of this. Every moment of every day sometimes. But it was really interesting to see it play out in front of me, like in a real life situation. It's a room full of ex-cons trying to get their lives together and do better and live the way they want to live. And why would we get in the way of that? And then there was the other side of that too, where I saw, you know, the highway patrol is trying. I mean, they're not perfect either, and they make mistakes. There needs to be forgiveness on both sides. And that's where we work. That's what we work towards. It's really interesting. And it can apply to everything. Like, I apply it every day to my driving. There's a few other places I should apply it. Not to immediately think the worst of that person standing in front of you. And we do it to protect ourselves. I don't think we all do it because we're assholes. Although we might. But it is a protection mechanism. And really, it's not really protecting us. So,